Good morning, darling, or afternoon, or whatever. I'm a coffee drinker. So here's to our morning coffee in the evening, or whenever it is. I'm so glad to see you again. I feel it's been a long time. Oh, I know where I left off yesterday. I left off with Mel Belli being an absolute bastard um, after a tidal wave alert, and it really was a tidal wave alert that was called off later. But in San Francisco, when we arrived there, and I had talked to Mel on the plane, like, I've got to get out of this now, you know we made a mistake, and he wouldn't talk to me. So when we arrived, that picture you see posted is just such a farce. Someone said I looked like I was grimacing as well as smiling, and I was. Uh, but I was taught to always put on a pleasant face, whatever's happening in your life, because the church members wouldn't like it. Since I was a preacher's daughter, that's the way I grew up. And it took me a long time to get over that. But nonetheless, as we are leaving the airport, having had the topless girls throw rice at us, some of my family members were there to greet us, and they're very genteel people. And as we left them, Mel said, "Oh, more mouths to feed." And I go like, what is wrong with this man? Truly, truly, everything was humiliating. And I knew that I wouldn't stand for that. No one should ever stand for that. None of us. None of us. None of us. So anyway, I told Mel, no, I wouldn't stay married to him. And he went to his apartment. I went to mine. But the next day, he was going to Houston for a law conference, and he asked me to drive him to the airport. So I did, and I took that opportunity to tell him, look, this isn't working, and I'm going to consult a lawyer. And he wouldn't even hear of it. He kissed me goodbye at the airport, leaned across the seat, kissed me, bye, baby. And I didn't see him again for like 30 years. That's right. He corresponded with me or sent messages to me through the press. And he said, Pat and I will get married any place she wants to in the U.S. Because I knew that there was something really wrong with that whole event he had arranged. And sure enough, when I got back from the airport, Abe Melanchoff called me. Now, perhaps oh, the sound is wrong. I don't have my sound hooked up. Phooey.